Statistics. You lost. Thank you. How do we
I win.
Well,
I've lost so many fucking keys.
So we're done with this game, obviously.
Yeah,
I think we're done. Yep.
That's a game where you play it once and you're like, fuck this shit.
Yeah. You mean to tell me that...
Why'd you even pick this, Zil? Honestly, it's a bad choice.
You wanted it.
I said I'm down with Faz or
And you're like,
this.
No, I want to play Pillow Party because it's my first time, and I want to win. And we should play Among
Holy
Us
shit.
because we won't vote you out, Zil. We will use logic and rationality.
I'm Twitter, and Dgirl is whatever the fuck else band Parlor.
what?
Killer Steve, bro, has donated $75. Let's hear that robot talk.
Hi Gundam. I enjoy watching your videos and it makes my day feel less shitty and keep up the great work.
Thank you, Killer Steve, bro, for thinking your day is less shitty due to the garbage I post. God bless you, sir.
So good, sir. What animes do you like?
You know what? The 97 Berserk wasn't bad, even though, you know, it is what it is when it comes to Berserk animes. One Punch Man was obviously good.
Season 2?
I liked all of One Punch Man, even though, like, I already know what's going to happen for the next long while, so... what else is there? Vinland Saga, what I did watch was good, but I kind of, like, want to binge watch it, so I'm waiting for it to finish, then I'm just going to watch them. Obviously, I can name Gundam animes, but I'm not going to bother with that. What else is there? What other good anime? Oh, fuck, it's Sword of the Stranger, dude. Did you see that one?
Sword of the Stranger. Let me look that up.
It's a movie.
Yes.
It's fucking good. Grave of the Fireflies. That one makes you cry. Thank you for the bits, sir.
I did not cry for the Grave of Fireflies.
It figures he has no goddamn soul. I say
No,
watch.
it was
Good
kind of
time.
obvious, you know.
Well,
was gonna
I didn't
happen.
see it coming when I was a kid.
I
and I
saw
saw
it coming a mile away.
Well,
I pieced together very quickly, like, spoiler for anyone who hasn't watched it,
then don't tell him because it's a good anime.
movie.
Akira is obviously a fucking classic. It's a shame we'll never get like a sequel. Oh, what else is good? My brain is like drawing a blank.
Non-animated weeb stuff. What is something non-animated weeb that I've watched recently?
We only live for weeb stuff.
I will live for weeb.
It's Weeb 30.
But fuck, I
weeb
watched
shit.
something.
I'm taking a stand.
All right,
Ah.
kick it for the channel.
See ya.
This is America. Censorship in my area.
Gundam didn't like Goblin Slayer?
What are you talking about? Goblin Slayer is fine. I liked it.
Alright. What's an anime you didn't like? What's your, like, controversial anime take? What anime
I
you
did
didn't
not like Barturo or Bartaro or whatever it was called.
What?
Bartuo, Bartaro. What is it? Naruto.
Boruto?
There we go.
Boruto.
Burrito.
Nobody likes Burrito. That's a controversial. That's like, oh, I don't like Logan Paul. Oh, wow, real big takes there.
Well, I didn't
talk about
mind
an anime
Naruto,
which
but-
everyone likes, but you don't.
I didn't expect it to go that bad. I didn't care for Bleach. One Piece,
Alright.
like, I liked for a little while, and then it just got too long for me. Now I don't even bother watching. God damn it. I don't like Gundam Double Zeta. I'm still in the beginning half. They're like, oh, it picks up at the second half. It's like, God, it takes forever to get there. Didn't care
What
for
about
Gundam
the Iron Blood Orphan one?
Iron Blood Orphan is all right. Like, I'm not like everybody else that thinks it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. Because America's kind of weird. It's like, we love Wing here in Iron Blood Orphans. And it's kind of like, but there are better Gundam shows. What
I
else?
guess.
I didn't care much for F91. That was like, for me. What else is there? Jesus. To think of like animes I don't like. Things that I don't really like, I kind of forget about.
Oh, I want to hear one that's like, this is popular and I don't like it.
Shit, I gotta think of... You name some stuff.
Do you like Goblin Slayer?
Don't mind that at all.
Let's see.
Afro Samurai, didn't care for that. You got me there, Shadow.
Cowboy Bebop.
Who doesn't like Cowboy Bebop? Xiltix.
No, I like Cowboy Bebop.
I think
I
he's
know
lying.
somebody who does not like Cowboy Bebop. And the review was quote unquote too much jazz.
Who did that? Trigun's good.
What about Sword Art Online? Have you ever watched that?
I think I vaguely watched that and didn't care. Dot Hack I didn't care about either. Even though the game was all right. But I didn't care enough to finish the game either. Shit. I didn't like the Berserk animes that recently came out. Those are shit. But I don't think anybody would disagree with me there. I'm going to be wiggling all night. Wiggle on those bad animes.
What about Death Note?
I didn't really care to even watch Death Note.
It's always a podcast, bro, after a game.
Yeah, that's how it turds. Hopefully Clanky changed it because I was too stupid to do so.
Nope.
You ever watched the Full Metal Alchemist?
Of course.
The Brotherhood or the original?
Both of them.
Which one did you like better?
I like both, but I think the one done by the creator was better. The one that stayed closer to the manga.
That was the Brotherhood.
They're both good, though. It's like the layers in Full Metal Alchemist is just fantastic. I love stuff like that. The very idea of life and God and human existence and equivalent exchange, etc.
What is this?
What
Is
animes
this
don't
this
you
butt
like?
smacking anime one?
Butt smacking. Not even gonna
looking at
Google that.
Falco's Falco suggestion.
Dude, what are the animes you don't care for?
Sword Art is one. One Piece is another one. I really don't care for that. I don't like the art style.
It gets better.
No,
you
but
really
just,
got to hang in there.
yeah, you know. Not a fan of Naruto, I would say. I know. I would say the later on, like, Shippudens, I don't like.
Shippuden
I like
was
ReZero.
like,
ReZero's good, in my opinion.
it's like Naruto's weird. It's like I was okay with it. I think it's
No,
because there's nothing
because
else going on.
I watched the review, and like, you know, what is his sign of a good anime, and that's one thing I highly agree with is like power levels, like power caps.
Yeah.
So one thing, like a reason I like My Hero Academia is that they show you this is the number one hero, this is the strongest, you know, this is it. But then when you watch something like, in my opinion, Dragon Ball, or Dragon Ball is something you can't get into, or Naruto, it's like, oh, you know, you're finally Hokage, you've beaten like 15 demigods and one god. And it's like, but there's this other guy that's even stronger
that was just
than you.
hanging out somewhere in the background while all this is going down.
And then he beats that guy, you know, through like mental gymnastics. And it's like, but wait, there's
more.
This other guy. You know, it's like, I get you're trying to keep the show interesting, but at this point, you know, what happened to the dude from season 1? Where is he on the power scale, you know?
I agree.
Like, he is piss in the water. And that's something I don't like in some animes.
I think that's what killed Dragon Ball for me. It just never ended.
Like, I remember when I watched it, like, Super Saiyan, okay, super cool. And then, like, you know, I watched it, like, 20 years later. It's like, oh, there's Super Saiyan, like, Mega Ultra Stage 5 AIDS Plus.
I remember
like,
when Super Saiyan dropped. That shit was like, everybody was talking about it at school. It was like the most lit thing to happen in our miserable little lives. And now you look back, and it all doesn't matter. Because even in the manga now, there's like this new, like, fucking enemy that's crazy more powerful than anybody else. And he looks like a ram. And I think Goku, like, even Goku's super ultra instinct can't drop this dude. I'm like, what? What's beyond ultra instinct? The gods were like, this is the most crazy shit ever. And now it
Don't they
means
call
nothing.
that shit jumping the shark? When shows just keep doing outrageous shit like that.
Man,
stay.
I wish I could get something like that going on in my life.
Jumping the shark.
Like jumping the shark and get paid for doing it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, probably the two animes I just really don't like, because, you know, One Piece, Bleach,
Thank you for the
Naruto.
Prime sub.
Not Naruto, Dragon Ball. You know, at least Naruto in the beginning was really good in my opinion.
Yeah, it had something.
You know, like okay, this is
I'm gonna
good.
go eat. I'll catch y'all later.
All right, see you, dude.
See ya.
But then like,
User
you know, when
disconnected from your
Orochimaru
channel.
was like the biggest badass, you know,
Yeah.
and like look back at it, or like even when like I remember when like Four Tails, when Naruto could use Four Tails, and was like, oh look, this is so cool. He's got Four Tails, like nothing can even touch him. Like leaves just disintegrate on him, right? But now he's like got 9 tails, like perfectly figured out, and he's jack shit, you know. And it's like what the fuck.
Yeah, you got a point. Like, what would be the whole point of those fucking beasts now that there are people stronger than the damn beasts?
Yeah, you know. But then it's like, what was the point of Four Tails? Because like back then it was like that was the shit.
Well, even before then, like these guys existed so badass. And the demons or whatever the fuck, the tail beasts were like the biggest problems ever. That's why they were like nuclear weapons for the ninjas. And everybody's trying to get one. But now we got people stronger than tail beast people who are possessed. I don't know, man. I can't. I like tapped out with Naruto, honest to God. And you know what else is weird, right? Okay, at the end of Shippuden, when like a guy just fucking opens the 9th gate, which was as the kids say, a lit moment. And he's like, yeah, guy's gonna sacrifice himself to fucking take out like Murata, I can't even remember his goddamn name. It's a great fight. Guy loses his leg in the fight and dies. But then Naruto is like, he's now Jesus, right?
He's no Jesus.
I'm serious, he's Jesus. Naruto comes in and he just touches Guy's chest. And like Guy lives and he stops, like he's turning to ash because he opened the 9th gate and like just went up in flames in his dragon mode or some bullshit. And it really took away the depth of that scene. In my opinion, if Guy died, it would have been high stakes. It would have mattered. What he did mattered. Now, literally, Guy's a fucking cripple, bro. Like, one of the most badass ninjas now is missing a foot. Now, here's what bothers me. Here's the part that flips my fucking nuts. Fucking Naruto and, what the fuck is his name? Sasuke. They both lose their arm in the last fucking duel at the stupid statues of cocksuckers, right? But they have, like, the white arms from, like, the clones from whatever the fuck. You know, the white parts, the guy who could split into 2 things.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have like the white arms. Why couldn't they give Guy a fucking foot? The technology's there. Guy's rolling around in a goddamn wheelchair for no fucking reason. And it bothers
Oh fuck,
me.
we forgot about that dude.
They fucking forgot about Guy Sensei.
Give him a foot, man.
that's my thing. Hashtag give Guy a foot.
Give my guy a foot.
The dude, like, he's one of the best characters. He can't do any fucking Nimpo bullshit. So he's got to fucking train his body to literally go in flames to fight a motherfucker so bad he killed an army of ninjas. And they won't even give him a foot. He's like a soldier of war. God damn it. Pimp his foot.
Oh, thanks for the follow, man. Yeah, I mean, that's the reason, like, I didn't like Sword Art, because I started watching that.
Guy
and
is irrelevant. Ban him. Mods. Oh my god. What are you saying, Zell?
Like, I don't know if you watched Sword Art.
No, I haven't.
Well, I remember Sword Art when it came out. I was like, the shit, you know? And it started off cool, you know? Like, you're in this game, and then if you die in the game, you die in real life.
Oh, I think I heard of that.
So, you know, it starts off strong, and, you know, there's a genuine, like, fear of death, you know? It's not like us playing Pomo Party, like, hey, shotgun me, bro, I want to respawn.
Dude, that's like Gantz.
So, the problem is that, like, somewhere around in the anime, this person does die, and then, like, she's brought back to life with console commands.
Oh, plot
I'm
armor.
like, what? You know?
They call that plot armor.
Yeah,
She wasn't an actual person, though. She was a program.
Yeah, but okay, but there's still like the sense of death was gone, you know?
Oh, you're not wrong.
It's just like, and not to mention the dude was like a beta player. I played Black Desert beta. Nobody told me, like, nobody pointed me in any direction of the console, you know?
The most we got out of the Black Desert beta is like they gave us free money to like put armor on our characters.
Seriously, like, sort of was like, oh, you're like, oh, he's a beta character, so he knows all the good spots. Bro, I was playing Black Desert beta. The only thing I got was clipping through walls, and I reported it to them.
Yeah, Black Desert, we definitely quit that shit quick.
I went back into it for a while.
Yeah, you did get heavy into it. I got
was
to level
grindy
60.
as fuck.
Yeah, that was the problem with Black Desert.
You actually missed. You should have probably joined us for Arcade. That shit was fun. Still, it wasn't.
Well, I was worried it's going to end up like Black Desert.
It did.
Like, we play it for a little bit and then it's over. This is a lot of...
No. Black Desert we played for a long time.
Man, I can't remember. I know, like, I got to level 75 and I had, like, 3 other characters. This is, like, no good RPGs to play.
No. See, Paul, you're missing the point. The point was not, like... I know it's a computer, like, that came back to life. But for some reason, the beta player has access to console commands and is bringing back, quote-unquote, life. Which was, you know, the whole point of Sword Art was, like, you die. You know, and then it's like, no.
Any chance of playing Ark? I forgot we were playing that.
You wouldn't see it beat up a boss?
I guess we could do a boss.
Would more people help
How could
Clanks
we become our new weeb overlord?
You what?
for the boss fight? Arc.
Would more people help?
Well, it's
Technically,
me.
Wait, are you
yes.
talking
You-
about Arc Age or Arc Survival?
Ark Survival, I think. Oh, of course, I've heard of Final Fantasy 11. I lived on Final Fantasy 11, Killjoy Reign. I ate shit and breed Final Fantasy 11 for a period of time
Here
in
we
my life.
go.
Final Fantasy 11 was my Evo. 1994.
Here we go.
Here, what
He's
am I going
always
to
like,
say?
when we were playing Arc Age, right? And he's always like,
What do you guys know about any game
Here
called
we go.
Final Fantasy?
He has the same fucking accent for everyone. Kick is, can we play Bubble Party? Who is this? It's like, is it a mouse or something?
it's you.
When have I ever done that ever?
You
Not
just did
never.
it.
I did it just now because
Yeah.
I'm ridiculing your
Point
shit
proven.
voice acting.
Point proven.
Say
Mr.
what you're going to
Big
say about
Forehead.
Final Fantasy 11 so I can prove you wrong.
Final Fantasy 11, so good, amazing, top 10. So why aren't you playing it?
Okay, here we go. You fucking piece of shit. You red bastard. You pink bellied fuck. Listen,
yeah.
Final Fantasy 11 was just... Final Fantasy 11 was like life. It was cruel. It was unforgiving. You fucking get your ass kicked by this tiny ass goblin because you thought you could take him. You're level 70 and the goblin is lower than you. He still beats your ass. And the economy was fucked. Final Fantasy XI's economy was the same as Argentina. Everything was everything was bloated and overpriced. So I was working the rice fields. In between trying to survive, I was literally a farmer trying to make money with seeds so I could sell them on the market and buy armor to defend myself.
You know, Terry's actually really good video game involves stories in a world setting.
You should play
But to get the good ones, you have to find the
Genshin
right
in that
novels.
case.
Reincarnation
game
of the
have you
strongest sword
played
god web novel.
That
Yes, I know
forced
the
you
title is really long, low,
to
and
work
it's a
so
really good
hard
one.
for so little.
Kenshi. If you want to play a game that beats your ass, it's Kenshi. Kenshi will spank you. In any RPG, you're a low level. What do you generally try to fight?
If
to
I could
level
get
up?
my Final Fantasy 11 account back, I would, guys.
What do you fight in an RPG to level up?
Let's see. Every RPG has you fighting lame shit at the beginning. You're like fighting squirrels.
Exactly.
You fighting
Can't you go
mushrooms.
fight the squirrels beat you up.
Yeah, that happens in Final Fantasy 11 if you aren't properly kitted out.
So
you need a friend in Final Fantasy 11. You had to join a guild to take out a loan so you could buy armor so the squirrels didn't beat your ass.
Look at chat. Kenshi's an ass beater. Kenshi is dangerous. Everything is OP. I survived in Kenshi by walking like 5 feet outside of town, mining rocks, and then selling it for food.
Exactly.
And that's what I did to buy myself a steel bat to promptly go out and get myself beaten again with squirrels
One day I
and
get
sold
on-
to slavers.
I get online. It sounds like it was beaten and robbed and taken as a slave. I was like, what the fuck is this game?
It was no fun. You know what the worst part was? being a slave was I had a better lifestyle than I did free. And then I made another character, right? And I'm like, all right, maybe I could beat up some like starving bandits or whatever. Oh no, don't do that, because there's like 20 of them. So I get my ass beat and I lose an arm.
Yeah, that
So now
I could have told you that.
So now I only have one arm. So I look for like prosthetics, but I don't have the money for that. So I go back to mining. Turns out mining one arm is also real difficult. And then I promptly I get knocked out again by some bisons and put him back into slavery.
Who the fuck would take a one-armed slave? What type of piece of shit?
This is Kenshi.
See, if that had
Kenshi's
multiplayer, then I
not-
would have played with you.
The Kenshi single player. This game just beats you up. So then eventually I'm like, all right, I got to start my own town. So I built some walls. I built a place,
Why would you try to start a town when you can't even keep an arm?
Well, because like I think if I could build walls, then I can run inside for safety.
If you can't like keep your arms, I don't think you could run an economy.
No, but it worked. It worked. I was able to, I sold some rocks. I sold my rocks like I usually do, right? I could carry like one rock at a time. Made enough money to like buy a farmer. So we get set up. We build.
Was the
a small
farmer a
tent.
slave?
No, you can buy services, right? So like, all right, I'll pay you. You be my farmer. We work together. So we run this small little farm outside of town. Promptly, 20 men cladded out in armor ask me to read their Bible. So I read their Bible. It goes well, but
The
the problem
Church
is
of Jesus Christ and the Latter-day Saints have really upped their game.
But the problem is, they don't really like anything that's non-human. My farmer that I hired was a robot. So
What's wrong
he
with
goes
that?
out to greet them, and I promptly get both my arms chopped off, and my farmer gets decapitated.
These fuckers obviously came from Twitter.
So I'm laying there armless on the ground, and I think, all right, worst comes to worst. I bought some prosthetics, and I put 2 arms
All right,
back
hold
on.
on.
All right.
How the fuck did you not bleed to death? And how did you pay? How did you carry the money? There's so many
don't
more
know.
questions.
In my prisoner pocket.
This game is fucked.
So I get more prosthetics, go back, and then I'm farming by myself. Apparently, those priests, they come by every Sunday. So the next week, they chopped off my other legs and I died.
Why did you open the door?
Because they keep fucking opening the door themselves.
What type of fucking... What was the use of the walls then if they can open the doors?
Holy Nation Prayer Day. There you go.
We need to talk to these developers.
Kenshi spanks your ass.
Why didn't you build the walls in reverse?
What are you
Like,
talking about?
could you flip the doors so that way it can only be open from the inside?
No. So what I did eventually, right, after many trial and error, this is what the game does. It's like Dark Souls, right? So many
Right.
trial and error. What I did is eventually put walls and then door, and at the other end of the door, a ballista turret. So as soon as Sunday came around, I got everyone to man the ballistas and start shooting down the hallway.
Sweet.
That worked.
Modern times call for modern solutions. Did you take their armor?
Unfortunately, when you have a big town or like when you start to grow, other people will start to notice. Then I got attacked with something even worse than the Holy Nation,
Twitter.
which were weeaboos.
What? There's weebs in the game?
Yes, there's weebs in the game.
No way.
They promptly stole all my bread, and 2 people died of famine in my town. Yeah, that's Kenshi. I highly recommend it. Oh,
9
and you
out
can
of
make
10.
drugs. That's what I eventually started doing. I started making drugs.
You do what you have to.
Yeah, Kenshi, get it.
We endorse Kenshi here. It's the game of games. Do you want to die?
It is genuinely one of those games where its graphics are shit.
Do you want
no
to
doubt
lose your-
about it.
Well, have you ever noticed that most games with the graphics aren't that great? Usually have the best gameplay.
Yeah, because one thing that surprised me is in Kenshi, if you, let's say, kill like a leader of a town, there's actually power vacuum and other factions will try to take over. And one thing I noticed, this one time I had a bounty mission, so I got like, this is when I was like further into the end game.
Mhm.
I actually captured a leader of a town, and transported him to another town as a prisoner, and he was held prisoner there.
You must have got paid handsomely.
I got paid handsomely, and I left. But I do a lot of trading with that town. So when I came back the second time, that town was under attack by that faction. They're trying to break out their leader out of prison.
Oh, wow.
So there's actually depth to this game,
That's great programming, honestly.
I was surprised.
Like, it sounds like
Probably
the
my
type of
trader
game.
died.
It sounds like a game you'd expect to play online.
Yeah, could see like there was something constantly happening,
It sounds like fun. I wish I had time to play it. I mean, you were endorsing this shit for a long time.
It was, bro. When I start playing it, I was like, I'll play it, whatever. It's got good reviews. Let's try it out, I start playing it, and like it's one of those games where you start at 10 p.m. and all of a sudden it's 4 a.m. and you had no idea.
Yeah, too bad I don't have time. I don't have any fucking time. That's like the one thing that really blows about most of the shit I'm doing. Is like I can't really justify sitting and playing a game for a prolonged period of time. Because there's only one asshole who edits the videos here. What about the cannibals? Cannibals, though. They're cannibals in the game?
Oh, the cannibals. Oh, yeah, I never got that. Like, I never went up north to find the cannibals. But when I did, I just had some of my best men just kill everything. The one thing that did freak me out is I did eventually find the skin bandits.
What are skin bandits?
They're basically robots trying to become human by stealing your skin.
So they're like Buffalo Bill.
I guess. So that was one of my scouts. He got captured and they put him in a peeling machine.
Then
The
they
foreskin
peel him
bandits.
like.
Did I say the foreskin bandits?
Then they peel him like a potato. Is what you're saying?
Yes, they peeled him like a potato. Why don't you get an editor?
If you want to play FFX,
It's hard to
then I can
find
help out.
a good
You need
editor.
contacts
honestly.
to get into link shells and get anything done. Lol.
Well, maybe on Fiverr.
Oh, no. I'm done with Fiverr review. You had your Fiverr moment. Would never touch a Fiverr again. Killjoy, if you want to play Final Fantasy 11 again, I could help you. No, I don't have the time, dude. I used to play Final Fantasy 11 like crack. Like it was right when my engagement was over, and I had nothing left in my life but Final Fantasy and tears. I was so strung out. I was playing Final Fantasy with juggalos. I don't even like ICP.
Was it this the makeup clown one?
Yeah.
Did you have makeup of your own?
No.
Aw.
Fluffy, you ate shit, didn't you? Why would you eat shit and then come in here and sit on my lap like I wouldn't smell it all over you? You
Seriously,
stink of
Dgirl,
shit.
go back into Kenshi. It's worth it. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, you could be skinned by robots. You could have your limbs cut off and sold. People will eat you.
There's also this one place where it's basically this this mountainous area, but it's really foggy. So I'm like with 3 people, we go through it. It's like, it's just hard to see, whatever. And as soon as it got to the gates, the NPCs go like, "Oh, you made it! Wow, that's amazing!" It's like, "Yeah, did I?" It's like, no, nobody wants to leave. Eventually, I figured out there's like naked men in the fog with bats. Like, there's like 50 of them that roam around in a group called the Fogmen.
Why?
They take you and eat you, I guess. It's not like that. They sacrifice you.
What little lore? Why are they doing
Well,
this?
there's some lore there, but I wasn't intrigued to find out because I was waddling through the fog and I saw 50 men. I'm like, sprint!
Someone said, why doesn't he get an editor? I think it was Xanatovus. I probably got that wrong. It's called demonetization. Yeah, I forget about the demonetization part. It's not even like they pay you that much for YouTube videos most of the time. Me, I should say. I'm pretty sure there are other people making bank. But if you do a video and let's say in my case, if I'm lucky enough to hit 100K, maybe I'll get $100 depending on circumstances. That's if like ad revenue is good and I don't get in trouble. And the average editor is $10 a minute right now. So every video would have to be at the $100 mark. And if you get demonetized, I've shown a screen cap before of where I got demonetized for talking about Nicolo, and I made $1.40 on that video. And I think I spent 2 days editing it. I showed it to the quartering, and he laughed and showed me what he got. And I was very depressed. This fuck, man. Like, I don't know. The game is rigged. I do know. The game's rigged. That's all there is to it. And someone's like, why don't you start another channel? Like, YouTube knows it's you. They have your IP. If you use Google, they know everything about you. I started like a painting channel where I do nothing controversial. And I paint model kits to the point of where it looks like a commercial for something, right? Crazy high production value. Not really recommended. They know who you are, and they're going to make sure you don't get anywhere. And the only way around it is if you have like a partner manager that's willing to help you in there. And I asked for help with that again after waiting like 3 or 4 years for one. And Google Help sent me a fucking link to some bullshit that does nothing.
Maybe you should contact another YouTuber, see if they can help you.
I've tried that before. Most people don't want to be. Most YouTubers that have something going on don't want to be like openly associated with me.
Well, I mean, don't ask,
I wouldn't
don't-
ask openly, but even like behind the scenes,
Just ask, like, can you ask your, man, what is
You
it?
don't think I've done this?
I don't know what you do. You're always like, I'm barely awake.
Yeah.
Gotta edit.
Try and be like awake and alert and have life in your bones when you constantly get this shit fucked out of you. Even whores get a break. What PogChamp is that? Is that the chocolate rain guy?
This is the new PogChamp. That dude fucked himself though. Like,
Which one?
the older PogChamp.
The original.
guy.
Well, he didn't even
Yes.
want to be PogChamp, so
Uh-huh.
for him, it's like a win, honestly.
Yeah, for him it worked out.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened to that guy. I looked at him recently. He looks like he's been on hard times.
Yeah. All right. Do you want to call it here? I guess.
Thank you for watching the stream, Lilyhammer. And I guess we'd call it here. It's late.
I will see everyone, I guess, next time. Goodbye.
Good night, everyone.
Sleep tight and happy 2021.
It's been a terrible year already.